Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing today? Demon Angel Wolf, welcome in. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend, and we're gonna go ahead and jump in and stream. So I am just assembling some minis tonight, and all we have to worry about are those. So we'll clip these out real quick. Actually, I think I just need one of them also. There's sprue here. Okay, we got that. Cool. That can go away. Now let's get some minis. These are for my 30k Thousand Suns. Hey, John Lockridge. Thank you for the sub. What's going on? Raja Killcam, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Whoa, Misfit. Year and a half. Thank you so much. Welcome in, guys. Thank you for the subs. I appreciate it. What's going on, everybody? Let's see. We got one leg, the front of his torso. What else? Piece number 4. I'm just kind of guessing. I have assembled 40 of these minis. I'm gonna kind of guess here. Oh my goodness. Raja, thank you for the sub. Welcome, welcome. Thousand Suns. Hey, Benager, what song do you love? Oh, the Bob Ross song. Yeah, Bob Ross is the GOAT. Such a perfect example. Yeah, PBS was, man, they did such a good job when they released those like auto tunes or whatever. The different kind of stars they had. That was awesome. You know what? Before I continue anymore on this one, I'm gonna get out this other one. How's everybody's weekend been? Thank you so much for the subs, guys. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Is that a hype train? Ugh. Doesn't happen around here. We don't hype. We just calm down. We just take it easy. Rip CPB. Oh, okay. What's CPB? I'm sorry if I'm missing something. The public broadcast, is that what you're talking about? Like PBS? What did I... Oh, that's 2. That's the back of that one. Yeah, oh, Corporation, yeah. Yeah, it's still going. It's still going despite everything. You know? So... And why not just because... Give this nice Marina backpack. How about that? They folded like last week. Oh, did they really? Okay, I haven't been... I guess I haven't been following it super close. Okay, so 11. Alright, piece 10. Let's do piece 10. Doing our low 10s now. 10, 11. Suck on everything. Yeah, they do. So you're doing, is it 40k Thousand Suns, Demon Angel Wolf? And you got the new box that just came out? Is that right? Oh, what in the world are you guys talking about? Postajarian's now packed that... How packed that sprues? Yeah, that's true. This is a packed... sprue. Got 5 whole Marines on here. Bolters and everything. Alright, that's 13, so we need piece number 12. We are chilling. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. One, 2, 3, 4. That looks appropriate. So let's get this backpack out because we already started doing it. We'll go to the other one. I already got piece number 11 out. So 10 through 13. 11. Here's number 10. The older marks. This is Mark II. So this is the newest armor mark for the 30k tacticals. But the Mark 6. I don't remember the Mark III. I only ever assembled 5 of those Mark III Marines. But the Mark 6, they were laid out where it was like, here's one guy Here's the other guy. There's another one here. Yeah, and so it was laid out really well, where you could just snip them out really quick. But I don't know. They didn't do that for the rest of them for some reason. Okay. So what I am assembling tonight is a squad of Seekers. That's my unit. They're called Seekers. So 2021, yeah, 18, yeah, 19. Where's 19? 34. Okay, I think that's our place. But Seekers are the squad I'm looking to assemble tonight. I have some extra bits to put on them. So there's 2018, there's 19, and looking forward to it. Should be really cool. They're like super elite Marine veterans, but they get basically like kill missions. So their whole job is to infiltrate behind enemy lines and assassinate particular like army commanders and stuff. So that's kind of their goal. Great weekend, tiring. Long Island TTG Expo. Oh, that's cool. Okay, yeah. Like actually out to Long Island. So I like the squad. That cool hobby potential. They are probably a more, let's say, a very strong option in the game. So I'm assembling and painting 10 of them to have, and just so I have the full squad. But I don't know. I can see like one situation where I'd bring more than a squad of 5. Okay, there's 27. Because they are very good. I need a front of torso. Where can I get... Oh, front of torso is already there. So there we go. Yeah, 4 pieces. Okay, put you there. Let's get your backpack. Lilith Vortex Beast, yeah. Oh, Silver Soliloquy, welcome in. I want a Mutilith Vortex Beast just to have and to spend a million years painting it. Like that's why I want it. It's the most like over the top looking demon. I think it's great. Otherwise, I'd have no use. I mean, if I put it in my my Heresy army as like a demon sovereign or a big demon beast or something, but that's just such a great mini. One, 2, 3, and then there's 4. Right, we'll get the backpack, and we'll have one more guy on each sprue. Flip off. Box is great for the price, yeah. Yep. Yeah, Leaked Orc War Boss is a whole thing. And there's going to be more orcs announced tomorrow. So, my guess is that this is them announcing the start of the Armageddon campaign book. Which is going to be orcs and guard focused. Front torso, back torso, both legs. Okay, we got that, and we'll get... So the orcs will get a couple weeks of announcements. They'll probably get a couple weeks of guard announcements, and then the books themselves. And that'll be it. Yarick, yeah. Yeah, Yarick probably is coming. The Garter's supposed to get a couple vehicles. There's a like an armored like an NPC. Oh my goodness. Like an APC style thing, and then like a light tank that are both supposed to be coming. I like the idea of a guard light tank. I think that's cool. An orc named biker hero. Interesting. Okay, he gets a different shoulder set, so I think that's all the pieces we're using on these sprues, guys. Out of all of these, I think that's it. So, your different helmets, different bolters with the arms, and different shoulder pads. And then I do have a different backpack. This is a backpack I printed here. It's just a somewhat unique what you call it, like an Nuncio box. It doesn't fit. Put those up. It doesn't fit exactly because these have like a little pill shape here, so it won't fit. But we just slice down that a bit, and it'll fit right against the back of them, and then we're good to go. We'll clean that up. So we'll put that down with him. And then we start cleaning up minis. Hey Zen, what's going on, man? Wazdaka Gutsmech. Really? Is that his name? Or is that like something that'll just demonetize my channel? I don't know if I'm saying something inappropriate or not. Doing alright? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Time change kind of stinks, but otherwise, alright. Hey Blue, what's going on, man? That's his name? Okay. Alright. I'll take your word for that. These arms, I need to cut off the little nubs on them there. You don't want no nubs. Quickly got him at 14 people. That was your like pauper tournament, right? Yeah, daylight saving time is lame. I'm gonna wait on the backpacks. We'll wait to clean those up. We'll get the basics down on these minis, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I'm glad you had a good turnout. It's really good. I was I got a trash can award that you 3D printed. That's great. Those are the kind of trophies I want around my house. Just things like trash cans in trophy form. People ask about them. You need to tell people all about it. It's set for the new Lorwyn set. Oh, okay. Oh. I assume that's a magic thing. I went out to a local store yesterday. It's like, yeah, it's a store that has everything. And they always have, and I was just there the weekend before, and I was like, yeah, they had this thing. And I want that thing. So I was going to go back and get it. And it wasn't there. It was like my main reason for going to that store, and they didn't have it. I was like, seriously? Like, the store literally always has things in stock that I'm looking for, and this one time. It's cool though. I bought other stuff, so. Those little nubs off. Going through these guys. This squad should be really fun. I'm going to test this squad against Zen. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring all 10 of them. I'm going to tell Zen he can bring Conrad Kurz in our game. And I'm going to kill Conrad Kurz in one round of shooting with these guys. Because that's what they do. With their bolters. Be really good. So the biggest weekly store tournaments in the city, dang. For Gundam specifically, or just like all the tournaments in the city for everything? They're just like, yeah, it's Zendrill's Gundam tournaments. Yeah, for Gundam. Okay, that's cool though. It's good. Got people coming. So I think my 3D printer might be done for. I never got the chance to open it up and see, but I had an issue with it, with the build plate wasn't locking in place, and so I fiddled with it a bit, and I got the build plate locked, and it, leveled it out, and everything was good. It stuck in place, and so I tried a couple like little prints. They're like little like 2-3 hour prints I was running on parts for like these minis. So I ran some prints, and I cured them. I just got them in my print room after they cured, like waiting for the batch. Well, I finished the batch, and I can show you guys what one of these minis look like, one of these pieces. And I think it spells death for my printer. So the prints turned out fine mostly, but in one area I have like a cluster where there are just vertical holes through my prints. Yeah, and it kind of had that issue with when I was printing the predators that I painted, and they were like, it was doable. There's like one spot where it happened, and I was like, oh man. But I didn't, everything else printed fine, so I was hoping it was just a one-off issue, and then it just happened with all 3 of the prints I printed out. Yeah, I think I have pixels dying, I think. Hobby ADHD, welcome in. How you doing? Night Trap, is it fine? Yeah, you can work on multiple armies at once. As long as you're not making yourself go insane, I think working on multiple armies can help like keep your motivation up. You're not just slogging through the same miniatures and the same colors week after week. That can be a really good thing. Yep, square base, these are temporary. These are just temporary trash bases. I just glue minis too and pop them on my paint holders. So I do love my my square bases though, and my Warhammer Fantasy. Just haven't painted. I painted a little bit of my Vampire Counts this year. Couple units, yeah, a unit and a character or two. But yeah, I want to open up my printer. I gotta check it out, like move the vat out of the way, and I want to see if it's just like resin that cured on the like underneath the vat, or if it's on the like the FEP and it's just messing up. It's just on there really hard or something, messing it up, or if it's dead pixels. So I have looked into other printers very briefly. Yeah. Yeah, and I saw like the Mars Pro 5 is like 189 bucks or something on their website, on Elegoo's website, but I haven't looked at things beyond that. So, you know, it's funny, like it wouldn't be terribly difficult to just grab another printer. Like I have everything else I need. So it's not like it would be, well, I don't want to buy a new printer. Your Gunpla commission is gonna be 189. Yep. Huh, curious. Yeah. Weird how that works out, Zen. I'm sorry. Just a lot of work to do. I am honestly like, as long as I can. It's a hobby. Baby sleeping. Oh, it's sick. Oh, I'm sorry, baby sick. That's no good. Go with the big old Saturn. Yeah, big Saturn would be nice. Oh my gosh, dude, I could print so much at once. That'd be crazy. Do I want 3 tanks? Yes. Let me just go ahead and print 3 tanks. Yeah, it'd be wild. Well, I hope the whole family is feeling better very soon. Yeah. Ugh. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. That's always nerve-wracking too when the baby's sick, because baby can't communicate and explain to you what hurts or what's not right, so you're left with just a terrible guessing game. It's just miserable. Saturn 4 base models 320. Yeah, it's not a whole lot more. It is on filling gaps in the older Chaos Rhino. Green Stuff, if you can still find it. I heard the main Green Stuff warehouse or manufacturing plant actually shut down due to tariffs. Buying raw materials too expensive, so they couldn't stay in business. But any kind of like sculpting putty. What's the stuff you use, Crucial Blue? He was using stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of different stuff out there. Some kind of putty. Tamiya makes a plastic filler putty that comes in a paint bottle. It's really easy to use, and it's thin. It's like a gel consistency almost. My only complaint, or my advice if you get that, is be prepared to put it on a second or third time after it cures, because it does like sink a little bit when it dries, like it shrinks, and that can affect how the gaps look that you're trying to fill. Yeah, the main manufacturing plant for Green Stuff. Yeah, Milliput's a good one. Yeah, Milliput's the one. I couldn't think of the word. So white consoles. Your white consoles look so good. Hobby HD. Yeah, they look so good. Have some green stuff. You want to save it for kit badges? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, just find something simple. One thing I don't like, and I don't even know if GW still sells it. They might not sell it anymore, but I always hated this product. Was liquid green stuff. I do not recommend liquid green stuff. It lost so much volume when it dried. Like it was borderline useless to me. This model gave you yeah, that's so good looking. Ah, Space Marines in white armor is yeah, something special. Well, let's do the legs first again. Almost out. You need more hats. Sorry. Something real quick. Velios, what you doing Tuesday night, man? You want to get a game of something? I don't care what. Just want to play a game. Oh no. I'm having such a hard time assembling these things. You there? There. No? Okay. Might be tired, guys. Don't think you're doing anything? Okay. Dude, send me a message of a game you want to play. If you want to play Heresy, that's cool. You want to play some old 40k, I can make that work. You want to play Old World, I don't know, you'll play some Star Wars Armada, I'll play that. Veritex been making me want to play Armada. Like Marines are in white armor, can barely tell due to the Poxwalker and Agrax. That's so cool, Night Trap, though. That's the way to do Death Guard, right? They have the white armor, and then it's just all, like, decayed and gross. And I'm pushing for an army now. So let's see. Hey, Velocity Raptor, welcome in. So, guys, I'm gonna tell you guys, random bit of news. There's nothing set in stone. It's just like an opportunity that might happen. But Creative Assembly, the company that makes Total War and are working on Total War Warhammer 40k, put out like a I don't know what you call it, a request for content creators to sign up for potential early access to the game. And I filled out an application, and I know I don't play a lot of Total War, but they were very specific where they're like, we're not looking for just Total War players, you know, we're looking for big and small like content creators and all this stuff. So I signed up and joined. They have a content creator Discord that I joined, I'm a part of, and what it would do if I were chosen, it would give me some like really early access and sneak peeks into the game that I could show off. Pocopia, I have no idea what that is, but yes, you should. So yeah, I am hoping that I can get some early access to 40k Total War, and then maybe get to share a bunch with you guys. Like, that's all around really cool. Be jealous. Yeah. I will show off absolutely as much as I can. And yeah, I've been meeting people who are joining up, and I am definitely not the smallest like creator who sent an application for that, so I think that makes you feel a little better about it. You know, I'm not like, I'm hoping I get in. I'm not expecting I'll get the access or anything, but man, that'd be really cool. Have a LAN party at my place? Yes. Yep, bring your PC. We'll do LAN party. But the fact that they're doing that also makes me think that it's a lot further along in development. And maybe we would think. And it could definitely be an end of this year release. Scouring the internet for jump pack Centurion parts to make a Master of Descent. Have you checked out like 3D print STLs? There are plenty of jump packs available to print. If you don't have a printer yourself or a friend with a printer, it might be a little more difficult to get a hold of those. Put some legs together. Open house and stuff ready to paint on Tuesday. A couple of smaller commissions on the horizon. Be fun to get to. I'm looking, trying to find something jump packy but also magic-y. Okay, yeah. You may need to find something jump packy and then add your own magic-y bits later. Can't think of a specific magic jump pack. You know what though? You know what, Velocity Raptor? If you're doing if you're doing like Thousand Suns Master of Descent, don't get a jump pack. Get that dude a disc. He needs a flying disc. That's the appropriate thing. There are definitely plenty of pre-heresy flying disc STLs out there. Flying pyramid. No, not a pyramid. Flying pyramids are a Necron thing. Flying Scarab? Oh yeah, just like is that Alariel? Is that the AOS mini that rides the Yeah, you can find pre-heresy discs. And discs are pre I think lore wise they are pre like Rubric Thousand Suns. The number one thing in favor of that, they don't talk about it much, but if you have ever read the book Fury of Magnus, it's in the Siege of Terra series. If you look on the cover of that book, there are Thousand Suns on discs in the background of that book. Mark II backpacks have definitely been my most hated. The Alario Mountain. Yeah. Isn't that Big Scarab? AOS. She's the Tree People faction. He's one of their leaders, right? New Corsair Skyreavers, really solid kit. I think you'd enjoy them if you run Corsairs or if you paint the giveaways or anything. But oh yeah, okay. Well, that's cool. The Skyreavers are the infantry, right? The jump infantry. Yeah, they're cool looking. No, they have they're like the old Forge World minis, right? Yeah, just like the Alaria mount. Okay, yeah, that'd be pretty cool actually. Because the decent amount of options. What kind of options do they come with? I didn't look into that set a whole lot. Um, would they have like some special weapons, like melt guns and stuff with them, or what? They definitely don't have weapon platforms. Oh, and Zen, I know we had talked about this briefly, and I think I had days of the weeks wrong when we talked about this, but the GW preview, the Adepticon preview, is happening on a Wednesday night. The 26th is on a Wednesday night. So I need to figure out what we're doing for Patreon Hangout. If we just have some fun, we all watch it together and laugh about it, or and do that, or if I really do just like I don't want to stream during Patreon Hangout. I feel like that betrays the patrons. Yeah, I guess what we'll do. Yeah, the way they put them on the sprue is horrible. The little like gap in here where they connect them, right there, those little parts. It's miserable. Yeah, so anyone who's a paid Patreon member, we do a hangout every Wednesday. It's like a little just a little like paint and hangout thing. We all just kind of hobbying or sitting around or playing a game and chatting and talk about our weekend stuff. And what about Scamtreon? Jeez, all right, Shiny Mew, jeez. I'm a huge scammer. That's what I do. But any paid member, we hang out Wednesday nights, and we just kind of chat for a couple hours, and hobby or do whatever, talk about our week. Really good time. I look forward to it on Wednesdays, so I enjoy it. All right, Hobby HD. I hope the family feels better. Sorry you guys are sick. But yeah, maybe we'll just turn on the old GW stream and watch it as a group. Okay, this big old backpack here. Or special weapons. Ooh, a shredder carbine. Okay, blaster flamer fusion gun. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. So it's a mix of like Eldar and Dark Eldar weapons. That's really cool. Rank came out really clean. It was a really good one. to do, though, fortunately, get this dude's back nub off. There we go, homemade Nuncio Vox. You can swap Shuriken Pistol for Blast Pistol or Neurodisruptor. Isn't the Neurodisruptor a Harlequin weapon? That's really cool. I do like the mix of Eldar. That's nice, like the halfway in between. Dark Eldar and the Craft Worlders. Nice. Backpacks, we're gonna put these guys on their temporary bases, and then we'll start busting out the extra parts. The Harley weapon, yeah. The base, the blaster and the shredder are both Dark Eldar, right? And then the I know the flamer and the fusion gun are normal Eldar, Craft World Eldar. They're not normal. None of them are normal. Some super glue. Bottle's almost out. I got the window open right now. It's really nice. Neighbors aren't smoking weed right now, so it's not stinking up my room right here, so good times. Come on. This one, again, I'll wait. I'll wait to mess around with that. Looks like we're getting a new bottle out. Shuriken pistol on the sheet. What? Oh, Shuriken. Okay. Looks more like a splinter pistol. Oh, interesting, huh? Alright, new bottle of super glue. Too much to one side. Right. There we go. Oh, I love that backpack. Yeah, it's a big old radio for the dude. Stealthy, right? Stealthy like only a Space Marine can be. Okay, and then we have our temporary bases. And all we do, we just take 1 foot, just a little bit of super glue on the base. The super glue is really good, so it holds really well. A tiny bit of it. Oops. And I try to do, there's a foot like this. I try to do the one with the smaller surface area. Two more. Sorry, I get these guys over here. Hey, Jaded Valkyrie, welcome in. I think I'm done with my plastic glue. Now, one of the things I have to do at this point, let me show you guys. You guys want to see this messed up shoulder pad? Let me see if I can get a good view of it here. Let me find it first. It's all shredded. Here it is. Okay. Do a little comparison here. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right. So that's a 3D printed shoulder pad for Mark 6. Okay. Nice and smooth. Print's really nice. This is in this one spot. Look at that. Just like perfect little square holes all throughout. See that? Like the whole thing is just shredded. And there's more like that over the printer. It's weird too. The base here is solid. It's just everything up past the base, and what I think is happening is these base layers get exposed for so long that that it exposes everywhere around them, because that's what happens with your base layers. So they're good, but when I'm just doing the little like 2.5 second exposure on each of these other layers, it's just not exposing them. So yeah, crazy how bad that looks. Yeah, that right there. And I had this little stack of shoulder pads, and this one was sitting right here, but you can see the damage on these other ones, where it was the same issue happening on these other ones. So battled it. What I'll probably do, some of this stuff, I'll probably run a print. I'll check out the issue and stuff, and then I'll run a print. I'll find out where this area was on my printer, or at least like look at the look at my LCD and stuff and see what's there, and I'll make a print to go around it to cover everything that kind of failed here, and I think I'll just be done. All right, I am going to use these cool heads though. Sorry, we're zoomed in really far, but I have these cool heads that I printed. Really cool Thousand Suns Mark II heads. Back off a little bit. So they don't make LCDs for my printer anymore. My Mars 3 does not have a replacement option. Like those helmets. Thank you, Misfit. I just have a whole bucket of heads here. A bucket of heads. That's what we're talking about. That's a do you. It's cool. Okay, so we got 10 on. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab all of these. I don't have duplicates. Yeah, it stinks. It stinks. Tanks are fine, but the pads are messed up. Yeah, so the tanks in particular, and I could probably name the point where the pixels died, because they're the tank hulls printed fine, not a flaw on them. They were incredible. When I printed out like the doors and like all the extra pieces, one of their rear doors, and I did this print twice, so because it was like everything for one tank and I printed for 2 tanks. One of the rear doors was worse than the other, but one of the rear doors, it must have been the second one that printed, is like it has the same like vertical issue going through it where there's like holes. I'm like, oh, that's weird. Yeah, it's like broken up and like scarred almost is how it looks. Okay, so let's get these helmets out, see if I can keep them all different. That's different. That one, yep, that's different. That one's all solid, that's different. Okay, that dude just fell. Oh well. Okay, so those are good. And then these ones. Those are all different. Let me get this one I dropped. Okay, can't find the head. Somewhere convenient. Let's see. Got it. There we go. Yeah, that printer has been a tank though. I can't even like be upset about the performance or the quality of that printer. Because that printer has put so many hours in. Hundreds if not thousands, more than 1,000 hours maybe. Yeah, you guys remember when I painted 100 models in a week? Well, it was 100 models, and then I counted them after I finished, and there were 112. I don't know how that happened, but that printer printed all 100 models for that army. I ended up printing another like 150 models for that militia army. Or when I did a 12-hour stream last year and painted a dozen tanks. in one stream. All of those tanks were printed on that printer. On top of, I printed Zen. What did I print for you, dude? It was like another 2 Predator tanks and another Rhino or 2 or something. Yeah, it was a lot. Send me 1,000 suns and turn it to dust or what? It's an honorable piece of equipment. Your faction? Tyranid would just eat it. Do you want my printer so you can send it, so you can eat the printer? Tyranid way. On the heads. I want to put the arms on before I put the heads on because that's, you know, where their gun is kind of determines where they're looking. I guess it's good we're cleaning this. I want to know how much you printed for me. Yeah. Printed so much. Yeah, this helmet has a few issues also. This. Here, let me clean up this last helmet and then I'll show you guys. There's just pixels, like a whole cluster of pixels that must be out. Just like all dying at once. Planned obsolescence coming in, you know? Honestly, it looks pretty cool on this helmet. Do you see it, guys? Can you see it? Yeah, see that? Look at that. Sorry for my dry, cracked hands. That's right. This helmet's going on somebody. So let's just... we don't even need to separate out these heads right now. They're fine where they are. Now, these guns... I'll show you these bolters. These bolters have... what are these? Round clips. And they're short, but they actually have replacement barrels here. So I'm going to get them out and we'll take a look. Oh, I guess here's an example. This is one hanging from someone's shoulder with a shoulder strap. This is the barrel I'm putting on him. So this is what like the full bolter looks like that they'll be carrying. Very, very much like Seeker bolters. And 9 and 10, and I think I printed exactly 10. And then I'm going to get the barrels out. We're going to try to get the guns together. It was 10 o'clock, yeah. Just need 9 barrels. I think I have a 10th barrel in case I lose one, maybe. Yeah, print a Nurgle army. Yeah, and just incorporate the failures into. Just puts a ton of supports on. Alright, have a good one, Zen. Hey man, hope you have a great Monday. Good on that piece. I'll set it up here. This one. Okay. Now let's see. Turn down that wrist bit a little bit. There are specific hands that go with each of these. And I'll have to look up, like, or which arms, I guess, go with each set of hands on these. This can be probably the more difficult thing. Well, some other good news. Our little seedlings we're growing are going crazy. We planted them on Sunday of last week, and about half of them have sprouted already. And some of them might need to be transferred very soon. Left hand goes in the right arm. Yeah, that's you're halfway there, Velios. So we are growing a whole bunch of stuff. So cucumbers, zucchini, bell pepper, green beans, green onions, like white onions, and some herbs. So some basil and rosemary. What we're working on. I think that's all of it. We're putting in some raised beds in our yard. That's the goal, Jaded Valkyrie. That is the goal. I have kind of wanted to do this the past couple years, and we finally decided to pull the trigger this year and do it. We tried to do this maybe 5 or 6 years ago. It may have been like a COVID thing we did, but like things, it did okay, but overall was we weren't, let's say, My wife wasn't quite the green thumb that she is now. She keeps like 24 houseplants alive anymore, so she has a lot of expertise. Need more time, yeah. This is like our start, and our hope is that it goes well enough to where we can expand it next year. One of the big things I want to grow are potatoes. Would love to be able to grow like some staple food. I think that'd be really cool. Support? What is that? That's cool. He's holding his hand on top of the scope. He's just like going out like full auto on somebody. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. We're very excited. The potato dad. I'm cool with that. I already call myself a potato half the time, so. Tired of buying crappy produce from the grocery store, and tired of having to rely on like farmers markets for like decent stuff. Try to be, a little more independent, right? Garden tour stream scheduled in September. Yeah. I'll take some pictures if it's going well. If it's not going well, you guys never see pictures. You know how it's going. Yeah, and I'm definitely going to be doing more maple syrup next year. That was great. I'm excited to paint these minis. Novelios, there is one person in our club that I want to run these minis against. That's the only person I feel comfortable doing that. So these are Legion Seekers. And in game, a normal unit of Seekers, they come. They're power armor Marines. That's what they are with ballistic skill 5. Okay, that's what you're looking at. Normal profiles. They don't have extra wounds or anything. No better armor. They can infiltrate within 9 inches of the enemy deployment zone. So infiltrate 9 is one of their rules. And The other thing that makes them unique is they're bolters. So they have a rule called like special issue ammunition or something like that, where when a game starts you can choose the ammo they use. I think it's when a game starts, maybe it's when they shoot. I had to look it up. It doesn't matter. There's only one round you ever want to shoot out of this gun. So their bolters they're 2-shot bolters. I think they're 24-inch range. They're just strength 4 bolters with AP5 or whatever, normal bolt guns, but they're precision 4+. So, you know, I roll 4+ to hit, I get to choose what I hit. And they're, with the Kraken rounds, what they are, they're breaching 5+. So they're very good in any Legion of just killing characters. You just choose a character like the first turn of the game, and they're dead. And that's all it takes. With Thousand Suns, they become twice as deadly, because when you get a 5 to hit with my my psychic ability, you know, I trigger it, I get rending 5+. So on a 5 to hit, I choose the specific target in the squad. They're automatically wounded at AP2. Just like that. So if you have 10 of them, you're firing 20 shots, you're getting between 6 and 7 auto wounds. And then the rest of the hits, you still rolled a wound. So you might get, you know, a couple other precisions, but you can really hurt a Primarch in one shooting phase. Yeah, just hide in transports. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm sorry, Velas. You're not the person I'm going to bring these against. Yeah, they are a terrifying. It's like 200 points for 10 of them. When your average Primarch is 450 points or whatever, I'd take 2 squads of these. Yeah, it's not super heavy tank, yeah. I won't bring it against you. Hey dude, everybody's whining. Solorox are too good. Playing the OP faction, dude. As much as I want like everything else for the Space Marines to come out in Legion specific stuff, I really am cheering for Adepticon announcement of Solar Auxilia. That's like my number one thing for Heresy. Charnai Ogryn, the other Velatari squad, and Aurochs Carnodon tanks, I think, are the big ones, right? Probably the biggest staples. OP in a jank way, but they're strong. Yeah, I mean, you got good rules too. Like, I know there's the reaction that makes them good, but everybody has that reaction. It's that combined with tons of infantry, tons of line, cheap tanks, just putting a ton of armor on the field, a great artillery, like just all that kind of stuff just kind of works in favor. Yeah, those 3 or 4 things I think would do wonders for Solar Auxilia. And then we talk about getting, you know, like new units, the jets, super heavy, that kind of stuff. Cheap bodies, yeah. The Solar Aux, I think, have the best detachment rules too. They make the most of it, I think, more than anybody else. Like, they're so flavorful, like such good lore behind all their detachments. It's gonna be Dark Mech. No, I don't think it'll be Dark Mech. I think it'll be Legion specific stuff. Okay, so the Iron Sight piece. It was on the top. So you need to invest. Yeah, it's money heavy. That's why people don't play him as much. That's the downside to Solar Auxilia. It just costs a lot of money and take a lot of time to paint. Yeah. I do wish, after painting just 40 infantry, I wish their infantry had more poses. They're borderline monopose minis, which is unfortunate. Like the old resins had like dudes that were kneeling and guys that were like actively reloading their weapons and stuff, and the new ones are just kind of all holding their guns slightly higher, slightly lower. If they were like 3 or 4 pieces each and they did that, I'd be okay with that. Puts the suppressor on a bolt gun. It's crazy. And the Ultramar pattern properly. Yeah. Yep. That's how I'd want to run. My Spire Guard too. It would be the Ultramar cohort. Yeah, 120 is like a minimum for them. Even then, 120 bodies for any of the detachments isn't far-fetched. I'll play Space Marines and put 120 bodies on the field. Drop one of these suppressors, I'll have to grab it. $120 more to put me at 210 total. That's what we need. This one on here. $200 las rifle bodies though with the blast chargers would wreck people. That'd do serious work. Oh, okay, no, Avelish, you know what else the Solar need? Another necessary unit. They need their rapier batteries. One, make a thematic list. Yeah, 12. Yeah, your 12 Basilisk Medusa would be a big one. I was just thinking, like, man, Solar Aux needs some cheap anti-tank, and it's the rapier batteries or the cheap anti-tank. Sorry about that. Hold on. I need to find this little barrel that fell. Got it. It's amazing what a flashlight can do. Here's what the Marines did. Yeah, they should have got him at the same time. I almost feel like the that release for Marines, it was the rapier batteries and the tarantulas, was kind of like a panic thing, is what it seemed like almost. It was right before the edition change, like a month before the edition came out. It was like a weird, like, Thursday announcement, and they just kept announcing stuff. It was really strange. I always felt like that one felt off. Okay, we got these cool barrels here. I want to look up something real quick. Look this up. Okay, so your rapiers are 30 points apiece. Multi-laser array kind of sucks. It is damage 2, that's really good. And you can get laser destroyers, okay. And your laser destroyers... Your quad launchers are good too. See here. Okay, no, that works. Just get the one gunner with yours. It doesn't come with extra people. Weird. But yeah, your rapier guns are, with the laser destroyers, are like 15 points cheaper per model than the Marine ones. And I think that's fair. The Marine ones are so easy to kill. Okay. We have these minis. Next we need the arms. And figure out the arms here. Arms might be an issue. This one might be good because it pairs with that one. I think that's it. Pistol here, which I don't think I needed the pistol, but that's okay. Be the same. No, they're not the same price. Yeah. I know. Incredible. We got the rest. We'll do some organization here. Try to figure out what arms go where. I'm just gonna get a pile of arms out real quick. There may be some arms that were affected by the pixel issue. I think I maybe saw 1 or 2 of them, but we will get there when we get there. Alright, I think we got that. Let's take a look at this Sergeant mini here. Do we make a Sergeant one of the walking guys? I think we make it one of the walking dudes, because that's just cool when you're just calmly walking during a battle. Guys up. Yeah, okay, so 165 points for 3 laser destroyer rapier batteries is a steal. even at ballistic skill 3. Like, you're almost statistically killing a Spartan at that point with that squad. And again, they won't take a hit, but none of the rapier batteries do, and people still field a ton of them. And they look awesome. Way cheaper than fielding Valdors. Yeah, it is. Yeah. And then if you want to be... it's not troll, but if you want a different tactic, the laser destroyer, or not the laser, the multi-laser rapiers, they're the same like strength 6 AP 6 gun. They have 6 shots each, and they're 2 damage and suppressive 1. So, you know, messing with statuses, but they're also 2 damage apiece, which is really significant to like killing Terminators and stuff. And they're only 30 points a model. So if you can imagine throwing 18 damage 2 shots at a Terminator squad, a turn for 90 points. That's pretty good. Okay. And it fits the Ultramar theme. Got a gun hanging from him here. Cleaned off all of that stuff, yep. Locked, kind of bubbled up. Put his pistol down on his side here. 9% sure that's the arm that's supposed to have his pistol, because he's going to be cool and have his pistol out. Trim a little bit more off the pistol. If you consider 230 infantry. It's true. It's true. And it's pointing, so I know he's important. Okay, and then we grab a head. This dude be looking that way to where it's pointing. That's what he's about. We'll get some shoulders on him. I mean, I can put shoulders on him now. Find some shoulders that aren't all broken. Messed up. Okay, what I have these cool shoulders Yeah, okay. Really hard to see. Let's see if I can... Can you see the details on the shoulders, guys? There we go. So, maybe a little hard to tell, but there is a like a raven symbol, or like a crow, or a bird basically symbol on that shoulder, and there's one here. It's the symbol of the Corvidae cult, the Thousand Sons, which these guys 100% of the time will be a part of. So they have that on their shoulders. So I figured what I would do is I would take maybe I think the Thousand Sons proper shoulder will go here. And then I also did something a little different. I figured since these guys are probably members of the Order of the Blind, the Order of Blindness, which are like the spies and saboteurs and scouts and recon elements of the Thousand Sons, I have these shoulders, which are Ouroboros. So the more classic 40k Thousand Sons. Sorry, I'll zoom in more again. They're Mark II Ouroboros shoulder pads. What I got. And their shoulder pads, I think I'm going to paint blue. Or it's some blue on them somewhere. Oh, Hail Thoth. Shoulders always have way too many supports on them. So lazy, I could always get the pre-support ones. They're just so convenient. Okay. Egyptian goddess Thoth later if you want. Okay, okay. No, I will. That's cool because it probably has relevance. Is she like god of ravens or something? Or the goddess of ravens? Because if she is, then it seriously was a great joke. Oh, Egyptian god, okay. Dude on here. Okay, Space Marine shoulder pads, and he's popping right off his base. Let's a little more here. I always trim off this extra glue after they're painted anyway. And Ilbis. Okay, yeah. Well, I guarantee that's the bird that is used here. And I guarantee that is what this is all based on, because Thousand Sons in Egypt. So one other thing I'm gonna look up here. Yeah, this was the one with some issues. I think that's mostly hideable. Jeez, okay. Poor printer. Poor old printy. Drop some stuff. Looking up the right arms here. I have to open up my slicer to get like the right ones here. Three. Six for some reason. I don't know what you got. Are 6, 7, blah 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 blah. Okay. So stinking similar. Oh, they have different patterns on the inside. Oh, that's so genius. Oh, I love it. Oh, this dude's so smart. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'll show you. It's a hexagon. See the hexagon? That goes in the hexagon spot. Triangle goes in the triangle spot. All right. All right. Wait. So let's figure out what's what. Okay, hexagon is 4. Oh, that's so good. Hey, what's up? What's up, Spill Paint Pod? How you doing? We can just grab these in a handful and go through them. Diamond is, I believe. Yep, so that's 1. Hexagon. Hexagon. Painting up one of the Iron Circle models. Oh, sweet. Those are cool, man. That's like quintessential Iron Warriors, right? Is that a hexagon or a circle? It looks like a circle. Is this your first, like, Legion specific unit? Circle goes in the circle hole, triangle in the circle hole, hexagon goes in the circle hole, yeah. Hexagon. Circle. Another diamond. That's a triangle. Wish you had 4 more, yeah. Now the key is, if I look at these bolters, they probably 5 on that one. Is that number 6? No, it's a diamond. 2, 4, 5. That's great. 2, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I have another arm that's 10. Okay, yeah. That should be plenty of arms. Okay, now we go to the bolters here. Terminators with missile launchers. Oh, okay, yeah. The, what are those guys called? Back to here. No. Special bolt throwers. I don't know. Used. Blank wand. And trying to figure out what goes where. Tell me? Yeah, okay, there's 4A, 4B. Okay, great. I know the one with the hand on the top. This one right here, is a 4. Boom. Or B is just a one hand but nothing on the I don't think I have this one. It's not you. Might kind of screw me, we'll see. Oh no, there we go. Okay, we got that. I don't know if I missed that or couple of these. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Let's see. What I'm doing every time I try to build kits with stupid sausage fingers. Yeah. I get it. It's gonna go on anything, I think. I just have one of those, right? With the, it's that one. What's the difference between these two, though? I have not that one, specifically number 8. I don't know where you go. I'll put you down. Don't know where you go either. Now these ones, I'm wondering if there's an easy way to tell where they go. Or am I just going to be guessing? Well, let's try to do one we know. We know where it is. This guy. So it uses this as a left hand, which will be up like that. Also a left hand. This is a right hand. Be like that. Something along these lines. Wonder if I can get this to actually make a shooting pose. Let's see. Let's clean these up and try it. Yeah, the Iron Circle are really cool. What are the what are the Iron Circle? Do they just go with Perturabo, or can they go with other units as well? And this is a unit of Seekers. So I am printing out special like bolters, basically. Fancy bolters, what they get. They're basically kill teams. Standalone unit or only with Perturabo. Okay, only with Pete. All right. Character homing missiles. Yep, yep. The friend maker unit. All right, who is going to have this weapon? Let's put it like this bracing dude right here. Let's kind of figure out or pose. Maybe I'm gonna cut this. But I knew this would be the difficult part because I don't take time to only print prints of one type of arm. Let's just see. Yeah, Seekers have unique bolt guns that you can choose like an extra special rule they get. And they also have precision, like precision 4-up, and they infiltrate with higher ballistic skill. Yeah, it looks like he's not quite a shooting pose. It was supposed to work. Right. Relying on prints to be 100%, and these apparently are not. Yeah, okay. Okay, so it'll work like that. Did you want to run these into? Was it Shadow Power? Yeah, it was Shadow Power. No, not Dork Apostle. No, it's yeah, it's James. And unless that store east of us wants to run a, quote-unquote narrative event with $300 in prize support to the winner again, I probably won't put these on the table very often. His Iron Hands do offend me, but he always brings really strong lists when he shows up to things, so... try to match energy, right? So he'll bring some strong stuff, I'll bring some strong stuff, and my strong stuff will just kill his warlord in a shot, that's all. I can't use that one. $100. Also, good luck. I ain't going that. Yeah, I probably won't either because I think everything they do is just everything that store does is second edition. Let's see you guys. That looks good. Let's just try it. Let's try this on somebody. Here we go. Just gonna glue an arm in. No, I haven't even trimmed it. I trim some pieces and I'll glue an arm in. Likes to complain about third in the Discord. Yeah. No, I don't know if you ever noticed with that guy, because I know who you're talking about, and I actually very specifically completely ignore him. Like he'll respond to comments I make, and I do not respond back. He's so whiny about everything. I make it a point just to not like acknowledge, because it's never anything positive. The Iron Circle guy in whips. Oh, cool. All right. I'll try to take a look here in a minute. No. That. Make it work? Do we make it work? No, is this the wrong set of arms? Probably. Off by quite a bit. Are there other arms that work? Why did none of these work? Did I just like copy paste the same arm on everybody? These look like they should work. Here's what we'll do, we'll make them work. We're at the time while painting me. Oh my gosh, Wandering Picked, what are you doing? Welcome in though. Does it feel like this arm doesn't belong here either? Why is that arm so close to the I think if I did something a little wrong here. Let me try this. I think this arm needs to go down a bit. Okay. Bug on my
Look at me!
breed. So we talked to done that. Trim for a month afterwards. Oh yeah, the isn't finished. Okay. Yeah, I'll have some minis to look at here in a minute, guys. You guys are working on. Yeah, that'll give me a bit more distance. No. Do that. There we go. There we go. It's a matter of angles and math. What we're looking at. Hoping the glue stays. Okay, let's take a look. We got Heldrake. Oh yeah, yeah, the Heldrake's great. Oh, and you got the like UV rocks. That's awesome. That's so good looking. Wandering Pict, very nice. Good for you killing the Space Wolf too. Yeah, the Starscape and everything is so good on it. Incredible. And look at spilled paint pots. Iron Circle here, very nice. Nice stripes. Nice, dude. Is that a print? Or is that the actual model? It's the actual one. Okay, okay, nice. Support Space Wolf, yeah. What you're saying is the Thousand Sun needs the Space Wolf. Needs him to be in pain for all eternity. Great. The Prince would be more crisp, yeah. Yeah, you're probably right about that. I can't think of a time I've ever seen Iron Circle STLs though. Not that I'm like actively looking for them, but it's not something I don't remember seeing. Yeah, he just has to be killing a Space Wolf at all times. Is this the one? Who's the one with the... That's weird, this hand like doesn't fit. I don't know if you guys can see that. The hand on this print is, its wrist is way too close. Yeah, they're all centered. Huh. Recon Marines. These are our Seekers. Working on some Seekers. This is the Sergeant. See on the screen. Hold on. Sorry, I got a bunch of things. So, Sergeant Manning. Got a couple other. We got the guns, but I'm trying to work together the puzzle piece here of whose guns go where. Yeah, they're Mark IIs. Yeah. Yeah, the Mark IIs are great. I have 50 of them. These are the last 10, though. These are my last 10 Mark IIs. Just carrying the wolf from somewhere, yeah. Got that guy. We can get this dude. Come on, yeah, let's do this one. Yeah, how you doing, Estrella? Welcome in. If this goes, this guy's leaning a bit, but if I put that just slightly above, let's kill Drake. Yeah, it's all packed up. Okay, where are you going? Who said so fast? Dang it. Okay. Stuff Friday. Movies are coming Saturday. Oh, nice. New apartment. Okay. Good deal. Hopefully it's a nice change. I'm gonna let you sit for a minute. Think about what you're doing there. Oh, 1,100 square feet, balcony. Wow, okay, that is a nice upgrade. Well, congrats. Very nice. Another set of arms here. See what kind of cool stuff they do. Just out of curiosity. Again, the same issue with them being too close together. Hands. Can't even move that arm back any further. Rather disappointing. Okay, and then this other set of arms just isn't working anyway because of this one hand being way too close. Magazine. I don't know why he designed it like that, where you can't fully put the hand into the wrist because the magazine gets in the way. does kind of work though. Actually, you know what? That looks pretty good. I'm gonna. If I can't go with that. Hey, Star Laser, what's going on? Since it dropped, I don't recognize some of the stats in the Iron Circle weapon. Firepower, range strength. Yeah, that's FP is firepower, range strength is RS. They separated out melee and range profiles is what they did for weapons. And there's also 4 leadership stats, so you know, get ready for that. Leadership rules are cool though. They're cool. Yeah, these are 3D printed guns. Yep, and arms. Yeah, the game really does play better than 2nd edition. Second edition is like a good like nostalgia trip. Why are these? This isn't drying at all. The bases are temporary. Space Marines are forever. That's why. That's why. Charmed Fantasy, thank you for for rating. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. We're messing around assembling some minis. Trying to get them to work here. Okay, I think that's good. I might be able to get this guy. Mixing some plastic and 3D printed bits. Welcome in. And Wandering Pig, do you have a great evening? Sleep well. I'll see you around. And incredible work on the Helldrake. There we go. There we go. For the line, no. Not here. Not here. We are very much a 4 books legion, just, you know, for all the books, not just specifically religious text. Take 6 of them at 150 points the first, and 135 up to 5 more. Oh yeah. Hey, that's fine. Listen, man, you're in a normal game's 3,000 points. You'll have plenty of extra points. Guardians of the Covenant, yeah, nice. How was your stream? How was your stream, Charm Fantasy? What were you up to, guys? Give Charm Fantasy a follow. Give him some love. I don't know if I'm following you or no. Let's see. I am not. Now I am. What were you working on? How was your stream? Did you play in an investigative TTRPG style game. Whoa, that's cool. It's not. Why is that not fitting in? Was that supposed to fit in? Is that where this mini was supposed to go? Was it going to be one of these? Ooh, that's really bad. No. No, 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 no. We're not doing that. Okay, it's got to be one of these. Gonna have a nice evening. Games professionally 5 or 6 days a week. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Then, while you were running those games, that's really cool. Magnetize? Not these minis. No. I do magnetize a lot of minis. Just these ones are not. Wow, this did not work. I think what I need to do, guys. We got guns on a couple of them. I think I need to go and reprint some weapons and some arms and kind of figure out where I'm going from for these minis, but we got time. We got some cool minis here. Here's my Nuncio Vox mini. Cool magazines. They'll end up looking really cool. And the Sergeant right here, his gun that's just slung over his shoulder, which is really neat. But yeah, we'll figure out how to get the rest of these arms on. I'm not super impressed with the arms. I think it's the first time I've done bolters from this particular creator, and not particularly impressed with how things are fitting. So, I've used a lot of melee weapons and pistols from him, which are great. His one hand stuff is great, but not happy with this so far. We'll figure it out. I could just be very tired, but I do think I'm going to call the stream tonight. I appreciate you guys coming in. Charm Fantasy, thank you so much for the raid. And everybody, thanks for coming to hang out with me. I will be on Tuesday through Thursday this week, 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's what we're on now, to about 2 p.m. And we'll be painting, hobbying. We'll be doing something this week. I got some stuff coming in. Won't be working on it yet this week, but we'll be working on stuff very soon. So you guys be ready for it. That's what we'll be doing. But have a wonderful evening. You'll have a great Monday, and I'll see you all on Tuesday. Bye, everybody.